Greetings, everyone. I'm here to do a little review on some special Jamaican products. I'm going to start with the Milo. Now, if you're Jamaican, you know this is one of the main staples. When we were growing up, especially in the city, the kids whose parents were like middle class would always be feeding their kids Milo. Now, I'm not saying that poor people didn't drink it too, but uptown kids and families, this is one of their main staple. Now, in the country where I was growing up, I was having peppermint tea. I was having chocolate tea, the one where you beat it in the mortar and you make it and boil the tea. And we're having busy tea, you name it, just natural stuff that we were fed when we were little kids. We have this tea called spirit weed. Oh my goodness. Just name all the bush tea that we used to drink. And sometimes my aunt would mix the busy with the chocolate. So that's how I really grew up. But when I went to the city, I would visit my father in the city, we'd get the Milo now. The city people, the city kids are accustomed to having their Milo. And over the years, when I would go home to visit, especially after I met my husband, he would go and buy me the small packets. Now I'm going to show you something. Now, this Milo that we got here, let me show you. This is not the Milo I'm accustomed to seeing or tasting. The Milo that we used to have back then was in clusters, like granules. When you pour it out, it's these thick granules, and the smell of the Milo is so fantastic. When you're making Milo, they call it Milo tea. When you're making Milo tea, people could stay outside on the road and smell your Milo. That's how beautiful this is. Now, this is what it has become. This powdered like substance, and I'm sure it's just full with sugar and maybe milk powder. What I want to say now, when you see so many people in Jamaica, especially the elders, majority of them are dying from dementia. And I have to wonder what's causing this. And my conclusion is the food, the things that they're putting in the food. I cannot believe Milo. I mean, we bought a big can of Milo and we ended up throwing that out because it was just not the same. If you're going to need like 3 or 4 of this before you can taste it. Whereas in the past, a little 1 tablespoon of Milo. Oh my goodness. Now, I'm going to pause that for now, and we're going to go over here to the Easter bun. Yummy. Now, this is one thing that even though I don't celebrate Easter, the tradition of getting bun and cheese during this period of time is very common in our household. And I'm somebody who always loved bun. We bought this yummy bun weeks before Good Friday because, as I said, we don't celebrate it. But in the past, when we were getting these buns, they're going in a day, they're gone. And now this is the famous HTB bun, and it used to be my favorite. Now let me say that I am gluten sensitive, but over the years I've always cried cree, when you say I just don't care, I am going to have this. And this year when I took a tiny piece from this bun, I had to spit it out, and it messed up my blood sugar for like a day or two. And then I said, okay, well, maybe the yummy might do me good this year. So I decided to wait. Now look at the amount that's left. When my kids have this around and they're not eating it, I decided this morning, okay, I'm going to take a slither, scratch the back of it without slicing it and taste it, and I had to spit it out. The thing was so sweet. It felt or tasted like poison. Like really, they took the good products from Jamaica and messed it up. So I don't know if these are really from Jamaica or they're made here and they're using the Jamaican, logo and, packaging and all these things. But this is not the yummy that I know. Sweet, so sweet. It's as if they took 1 cup of flour and pour in 10 pounds of sugar in this mixture. Not very tasty. You don't taste the spice. It doesn't taste anything like the one that we're accustomed. So the quality of the product has, you know, greatly decreased, and the price has increased so much, and we have lost what used to be our tradition, the things that we really enjoy. And now all of this stuff, all it does is just make you ill. I don't want to ramble on too much in this one. I'm just saying I'm so disappointed. I'm just so disappointed in all of these products that come from Jamaica. They're not the same. And again, I don't know if they're made in Jamaica or these are the North American version. But if it is, the company really needs to take a good look at this and make sure that the quality of their product doesn't decrease so badly to where you don't recognize it. Can you imagine? This is what, a week after, or days after Good Friday, but we had these before the rush for the Good Friday, and the stuff is just sitting here. Nobody wants it. Kids are refusing this kind of stuff. That's how sweet it is. What is your experience, people? Are you agreeing with me? Do you still like these product, this yummy bun and the HTB stuff, and Milo, or can you get the original? Does anyone know where we can find the original Milo, the one with the crystal? Because trust me, I would pay for that stuff. We don't want this. We don't want this. This is not Milo. I mean, it's more like Ovaltine, and even the Ovaltine doesn't taste like it used to, but it still tastes better than this. And I think I'd be better off making my own bun. So this is the last year I am going to encourage this, because this is not healthy. I mean, when I put the stuff in my mouth, I had to spit it out real fast. It already felt like it was going to affect my blood sugar, and I didn't swallow it. I'm really disappointed. I'm going to be honest with you. So, I couldn't engage in the cheese part, because I just, not only am I gluten sensitive, but I can't have dairy. But my goodness, it's not, when I put it in my mouth, I'm thinking, if something is going to make me sick, it should at least taste good. And there's nothing about this that tastes good. It's not tempting at all. I'm going to end the video here. I've ranted on enough. Is there any other product that you used to really like that comes from Jamaica, and now it is not even close to resembling what it used to be? Stay blessed, everyone.